This is Strawberry Ink, where we dig deep into true crime cases that shook communities and left scars that never fully healed. Today we're looking at an attack that rocked the Ohio State University's campus. An act of violence that lasted less than 2 minutes, but left an impact that still lingers. This is the story of Abdul Razak Ali Artan, a Muslim individual who committed this attack in 2016. On November 28, 2016, it was a Monday morning at Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. The campus is still alive. Students are returning from Thanksgiving break, walking to their morning classes, checking their phones, sipping on coffee. Just another ordinary day. But at around 9:52 a.m., that normalcy shattered. I would like to say that the content I will be covering today may be explicit, as well as the way I talk in this episode. Obviously, I am covering Ohio State University. As I've mentioned before, I have mixed feelings about this campus, because I hate the catering administration at their main building. Rude people, racist people, oppressing people, foully using our country's police systems. Yes, Faith Rankin, catering manager, you are included in that list, and so are you, Assistant Skylar Getty. You both suck. I would like to say that the white supremacy will get its karma, and that Ohio State University is an old school that was founded by the white supremacy. This is one of the karmas that OSU has received. I know there are also good people on the campus, but those brats take it all. Faith and Skylar are two very racist individuals who try to get people in trouble with the law for no reason, for not a good reason, and who even insult with their work phones and don't use manners such as please or thank you. They are two mean individuals. I believe that Faith should quit her job and work as a whore instead. And Skylar, if you're listening to this, you are a dirty slut. Anyways, let's get back into the episode. On November 28, 2016, on this day, a silver Honda Civic suddenly jumps the curb outside the Watts Hall in OSU. The car doesn't stop, it plows straight into a group of students and faculty members. Chaos erupts. People are on the ground, injured, in shock, but the biggest part of this case is yet to come. From the driver's seat steps an 18-year-old student, Abdul Ali Artan. He's armed with a butcher knife. Without hesitation, he starts slashing at the stunned crowd. What follows is a terrifying 90 seconds of violence. Artan moves quickly, attacking whoever is in his path. The campus, in the span of mere moments, becomes a scene of horror. So, who was Abdul Razak Ali Artan, and what led him to this moment? Born in Somalia in 1998, Artan and his family spent years in a refugee camp before coming to the United States in 2014. He was a Muslim, a devoted one, and at first glance, he seemed to be just another student trying to find his place in the world. He was transferred to Ohio State from the Columbus State Community College, and it was his third semester in this new school. But something darker was brewing under the surface. A few months before the attack, Artan voiced frustrations in an interview with the OSU student newspaper, The Lantern. He spoke about feeling uncomfortable practicing his religion in public, fearing judgment for being a Muslim in America. He mentioned not having a prayer space on campus. I would like to say to you beautiful Muslims out there, do not worry, it's only this campus that does not let you practice your religion. Bitches like Faith Rankin, cunts, like the president of OSU. Oppressing you guys, oppressing those of colors. I bet if there was a day of purge, they'd be setting blacks on fire like in the KKK era. Shame on you guys. Then, the morning of the attack, he posted a chilling message on Facebook. I can't take it anymore. America, stop interfering with other countries, especially the Muslim Ummah. If you want us Muslims to stop carrying lone wolf attacks, then make peace with Dawla in al-Sham. Dawla in al-Sham, a reference to ISIS, the so-called Islamic State. While students ran for their lives, a single police officer was already closing in. Alan Horjuko, an OSU campus officer, responded to the scene within a minute. Horjuko confronted Artan, ordering him to drop the knife. When he refused, the officer fired, striking him multiple times. Horjuko is believed to have been able to shoot Artan in the legs. That's how he was trained. But since Artan was a brown Muslim, he just chose to take his life right away. Artan was pronounced dead at the scene. The color of Artan's skin was one of the factors that got him killed. Horjuko, years later in 2025, was promoted for killing a brown person. That is how racist OSU can be, and how bad the police department they have could as well be. 13 people were injured in the attack. Some suffered knife wounds. Others were hurt by the car. None of the victims lost their lives. In the hours that followed, federal agents and law enforcement searched for answers. Was Artan a lone wolf attacker? Had he been radicalized? Investigators found that he had watched and possibly been inspired by extremist propaganda from ISIS and radical cleric Anwar al-Awlaki, a known recruiter for terrorist organizations, but there was no direct evidence linking him to an organized terrorist group. It seemed that these were lies by OSU's racist faculties to make him look worse. But really, he committed this attack because he had been harassed. Harassed by the white supremacy. Still, the attack fit the growing trend of a lone wolf terrorist. Individuals radicalized online, acting out on their own. The OSU attack lasted just under 2 minutes, but in those 2 minutes, the campus and the country were reminded of how quickly violence can erupt. For students who were there that day, the trauma lingered. Some struggled to walk past Watts Hall without remembering the screams, the chaos, the blood. Security measures at OSU were strengthened, and active shooter drills became a more prominent part of campus safety training. And there was Officer Alan Horjuko, the man who stopped Artan. He was hailed as a hero, but as with many officer-involved shootings, debates followed. Some questioned the use of deadly force, while others believed he saved countless lives that day. Abdul Razak Ali Artan was an 18-year-old college student. He wasn't a hardened criminal. He wasn't part of a terrorist cell. He was a young man who carried out an act of violence that he, in his own words, felt justified. Muslims, speak up for yourselves. Defend yourselves. But what drives a person to that point? Isolation, radicalization, harassment, a mix of all of those. We may never know for sure. What we do know is that 13 people walked away that day and had their lives forever changed. And for them, the fear, the trauma, it never fully fades. This is also a result of the destruction the white supremacy can cause. And tell me, OSU, what's the point? We are done with that. Even I myself almost was in legal trouble because of them. I was falsely accused of a crime. Thankfully, a God-blessed judge chose to not take on the case and rejected it. This judge knew I was being oppressed. And it was Faith Rankin, the whore that accused me. I would like to ask the campus police, stop taking reports from nut jobs. To all the city police departments, do your job right. This is karma that the white supremacy gets. Thank you for listening to Strawberry Ink. If you found today's episode compelling, be sure to follow us and leave a review. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and keep asking tough questions.